picking up a portable nuclear device, and then eventually having it cause a chain reaction rather than something lame like blowing up a president's arm. But then we came to the conclusion that, guess what? Blowing up a president's arm isn't actually that lame. It could at least create a news story that could last for a few months and possibly go down in history. Because this is actually the first time it actually happened, right? The last two times in the American history where a president gets assassinated or harmed in some ways because of a bullet to the head, and that's not really that interesting. And we don't want to have the same two scenarios happen twice, right? So, better way of harming a president but not actually killing a president, which is better, right? Because harming somebody but not killing them will cause them eternal pain and suffering, right? So placing a freaking So having the pick up a portable nuclear bomb that coincidentally looks like a safe, an ordinary pen, right? Nobody would suspect that somebody will put a bomb in an ordinary pen. Well, especially the people, but then again, the people in White House aren't like that. But you could probably find a way past their security because they're just a bunch of knuckleheads with an IQ of under 100. And you can't really accomplish much with an IQ of under 100. Don't you agree?
Sure.
Yes. Anyways, yeah, having a portable nuclear bomb that looks like a pen, right? That can only blow up a president's arm but not kill the president, unless the president puts the pen like on one of his jackets, right, or coats, right? A pen carrier that's right beside his heart, and then it explodes and blows up his heart. Then he dies. Okay, that's too bad. But it's most likely the contraption, right? The pen with the nuclear device inside of it will explode when the president actually opens the cap of the pen, right? That's the best way to trigger the device. I mean, just holding the device and then having it randomly explode will make no sense because what if you blew up somebody else's arm, not the president's arm? So let's say when the president's about to sign a treaty on something, right? Let's say ending the war in Iraq, right? Something that's actually meaningful for the world, right? Do you agree that ending a war in Iraq is meaningful? Signing a treaty like that would make sense?
Sure.
Then when you open the cap, right? Right before he signs the treaty that will end a war, right? The device is activated, right? Inside the pen, and then there's a countdown that actually. Countdown goes on, and then the president says, what is this countdown for? Is it a countdown for the new year? Or was it a countdown for something that I want? He has no idea that opening the pen was activating a countdown to his demise, or at least the demise of his arm. Okay, we don't want him to die. We want him to suffer from the pain of torture, right? From losing his arm. Okay, he opens the pen, then a countdown, 10 to 0, right? That's classic, right? 10 to 0, and then 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Go ahead, 2 slices of pepperoni.
And guess what? The countdown's down. It's done. But surprisingly, guess what?
What?
The pen didn't explode.
Whoa.
You know why?
That's a twist.
Because the pen wasn't a nuclear device in the first place, and the president's life was saved. Do you think that's funny?
That's a pretty good story. I appreciate you telling me this, Jack. Thanks. I'll have an SD.